quickly go across to Maroof Raza, who joins us on the broadcast as well. Maroof, we had the press secretary of Sheikh Hasina come on the show and say, look, the people who are writing, there's a question mark on their integrity and what they actually want. Fact is that whatever they wanted has been granted to them. They wanted a U-turn as far as the quotas were concerned. The Supreme Court did that. From 30%, the quotas were scaled down to 5%. Right? Sheikh Hasina asked for talks. These protesters refused talks. Now, if you've been given what you wanted, what else did you want? Why this escalation?
Well, to give you a straight answer to your blunt question, they wanted Sheikh Hasina out. And this has been in the offing in Bangladesh for at least 5 to 7 years, where political parties like the Jamaat and others that have the blessings of the opposition of Begum Zia, they had been working towards destabilizing Bangladesh. Now, what Sheikh Hasina had done is that she had made it known that she was not looking to win friends. And she was going to go ahead and run Bangladesh the way she thought was wise. The problem is that Bangladesh has, partly because of the leanings of their local businessmen, politicians, and military officers, to lean towards China for handouts and blessings. China saw itself playing a major role there. Secondly, Pakistan has always been wanting to come in. I've heard whispers about, one faith, two nations. So Pakistan was wanting to get back into play. Although I've personally seen in Dhaka that there is a complete dislike for the Pakistan army and the genocide they had unleashed in 71. Third is the fact that India always waits and watches for things to get completely out of control before we get activated. I know of a fact that our former High Commissioner, Mr. Shringla, was looking for providing Bangladesh financial assistance for the Rohingyas that were given shelter by Bangladesh. But there was a resistance in Delhi to provide them that. So basically, Delhi had also indirectly, I'm sorry to say, been working towards the collapse of Bangladesh. Now, point is, if it collapses, what do you get? You get another regime wearing similar clothes like this one, only they have a new political name and a political identity. The second thing is, we as our foreign office, and this is something my studies have shown, has always been averse to seeking inputs from those who have hands-on knowledge about a country or a territory. That's why we were caught on our flat feet in Sri Lanka when everything went out of control a year ago. That's why we were caught on the flat feet in Maldives, where a country the size of Maldives, despite all that we have done for them, could show us ice. And the same story is going to unleash in Bangladesh, because everyone is going to turn around and say, one of the trouble creators is India. If Sheikh Hasina takes full-time shelter here, as happened with the refuge that Dalai Lama received in India in 59-60, because China said, see, we've been saying India was playing into the Tibet process, and despite Nehru's good attempts of winning the Chinese over with having backbending steps, and at the end of the day,
Mr. Raza, I think it's fairly clear that she hasn't sought asylum here in India. I mean, there is no official word that has come from the UK, but Suhasini is reporting this. There are multiple reports that seem to be suggesting that she has sought asylum in the UK, like many other leaders from South Asia who've been booted out of their countries.